Model number 85586 is the Diecast Masters model of the Caterpillar 336 hydraulic excavator, next generation. This is a model from the Highline series, so it comes in a top quality packaging, and that starts with the outer shipping carton and nylon bag. And inside that we find one of our favourites, the metal tin. The artwork on it is excellent, with a picture of the real machine and the model. And on the back we can read up all of the technical specifications of the real machine. Taking off the lid is like opening a biscuit tin, but there's not much to eat inside this one. You do get the latest edition of the Diecast Masters mini brochure, and to help people who might be new to modelling, there's a simple instruction sheet that explains how to get the operator into his cab. Of course, if you're a boss, you don't want to get too close to the people doing the work, so you get tweezers so that you don't have to handle the operator. After that, it's up and out with the top layer of foam rubber, and there's the model, which we can carefully lift out. For the assembly, we shall assemble the operator into the cab. But he's not going in through the door. We're going to take the roof off, grab him by the head, and then push him into his seat. Looking underneath, the metal tracks are quite nice, but the base plate between them is simple plastic. There is, however, some detailing underneath the body. The tracks don't have separate rollers modelled, but there are tiny graphics on the frames, and the drive sprocket is plastic. Inside the cab we see the CAT logo. The outside of the cab has a metal frame, and there are mirrors attached. With the roof off we can better see the detailing inside the cab, and it's pretty good. There are controls and a nice seat, and you can just see on the seat back the CAT logo. The body behind the cab is fairly simple, with graphics forming the grills, but small graphics and highlighted panel handles add to the look. At the back there's a big CAT logo and painted lights. One plus point is that the handrails are metal and reasonably thin, and there are textured steps. Up on top there is some walkway texturing and small bulkhead details, but the main engine cover appears to be plastic. Looking deep inside at the slewing motor, there are soft hydraulic hoses. Up onto the boom, and there are very thin hydraulic hoses and pipework detail in the casting. There's also hydraulic hoses running to the main boom rams. The jacket of the hydraulic ram on top of the boom is unfortunately a bit too soft, so it actually looks bent. And there's an unusual modelling decision, because booms and sticks are usually made in two parts, with one part being the underneath. But here you can see one part is a separate side piece, and the joint doesn't look good, but at least the connection pins are very small. The stick has also been modelled with a separate side piece, and you can see the joints there too. The bucket has got painted rivets to disguise them, and its casting detail looks good with wear plates and teeth. What about the features? The tracks won't roll on the smoothest of surfaces, but they are very free rolling. And you can laugh along with them because they're tensioned in the usual way. The review model rotates reasonably well, although it does seem rather stiffer than usual. And out of interest, the real machine can do a full rotation in 7 seconds. Let's get into some bucket action. And raising the boom as high as it goes seems pretty good. And if we stretch up the stick, we get to a very decent height. The hydraulic rams are stiff, and perhaps that's one of the reasons why the ram on top of the boom does bend a bit. And the bucket also has a very reasonable amount of inward movement. If you want to fold it up nice and small for transport, then it does well at that. Let's use the Cranes etc. patented test method for digging at depth, and as you can see, it's quite disappointing. Closing up the main boom ram is quite restricted, with lots of piston showing. Let's load it up for transport. As usual, this is a very well presented model by Diecast Masters. There is some nice detailing, but some of the modelling decisions have not produced the best result, and the range of movement on the boom could be much better. So it's quite a nice model, if not up to the best that Diecast Masters can do, and overall it's rated as good.